Hi guys, today we are going to talk about writing our Lord of the Flies symbolism essay. We are going to start, we already did the outline, so today we're going to start with the introduction. So let's take a quick peek and let's review what it is that we're doing. So in this essay, you're going to choose one symbol to analyze. Sorry, my dog is a jerk and eats the cat food. You can choose between the conch or piggy's glasses. You may not write about the signifier because that's what I'm going to use for my example. You'll use the quote chart provided to help guide your analysis. For the symbol you choose, you're going to analyze how the symbol changes over time. This is going to be a 5-paragraph essay. You'll have an introduction and a conclusion in 3 body paragraphs. Body paragraph 1 should analyze what the symbol means in the beginning. Second body paragraph is going to talk about the symbol in the middle, and the third body paragraph is going to talk about the symbol at the end. You should write using a CEW format, and we're going to use the outline below and these videos that I have on Schoology to help you. So we're going to talk about the introduction today. So we're going to find an attention getter. A quote is probably going to be the easiest thing to do. We're going to introduce the novel and the author. We're going to write a 2 to 3 sentence summary of the novel, and we're going to write our thesis statement. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to start off with our header. So we're going to have name. We're going to have Mr. Miley's name, the class name, and then we're going to put the date. So this is going to be due on Friday. So we're going to put 20 November 2020. Hit enter one time, and then we're going to center our title. Remember, it has to be something exciting, not just the symbolism essay. So I'm going to name mine Fire for Humanity. My title should just be size 12 font. It shouldn't be underlined or italics or bolded. Unless you happen to use the title Lord of the Flies in it, then it would have to be italicized. We're going to hit enter one time again, and then we're going to go back and hit tab. So now we need to get an attention getter. I'm going to write about the signifier. So I'm going to use a quote. I'm just going to Google something. So quotes about fire and civilization. And then I'm going to hit images because that's probably the easiest way to go. And then I'm just going to peek and see if there's something that relates to Lord of the Flies. So this one looks good. The spread of civilization may be likened to a fire, first a feeble spark, next a flickering flame, then a mighty blaze, ever increasing in speed and power. And that makes sense because remember, the boys put the entire island on fire. So I'm going to write Nikola Tesla once said, comma, and then my quote, because that's how you set it off, the spread civilization, spell today, may be likened to a fire. First, a feeble spark. Next, a flickering flame. And then a mighty blaze. Ever increasing in speed and power. And my quote, make this a little bit smaller so you guys can see all of it. Now, if I go back to my outline, I have to introduce the novel and the author. So we can say something like fire is important in William Golding's Lord of the Flies. Remember, when we're typing, the title of a book gets italicized and not underlined. So now I'm going to pop over and I'm going to take a quick peek at my thesis. So my thesis says the symbolism of the signifier changes throughout the Lord of the Flies. In the beginning, it symbolizes the boy's chance of getting rescued. In the middle, it represents losing all hope of being rescued. And in the end, it shows the boy's savagery. So that's kind of where I'm going to go. I have to write 2 or 3 sentences that's going to kind of lead into that. So I might say, in the novel, a group of schoolboys land on an island after their plane crashes. They elect a leader, Ralph, whose main goal is to keep a signal fire going so they can get rescued. Throughout the novel, the fire changes from being strong to going out to being strong again. As the strength of the fire changes, so does the meaning. So there's my 2 to 3 sentence summary. Again, it can be really general, and I'm going to talk more specifics while I am writing my body paragraphs. So now I'm just going to copy my thesis that I have from my outline. The symbolism of the signal fire changes throughout Lord of the Flies. In the beginning, it symbolizes the boys' chances of getting rescued. In the middle, it represents losing all hope of being rescued. And in the end, it shows the boys' savagery. So remember, your intro is always going to end with your thesis. Then I'm going to go through and I'm going to double space it, because if you're old like me, it's really difficult to read when it is single spaced. So here's my intro paragraph. It has everything that we needed to have in it. If I look back at the assignment, it has the attention getter. It introduces the novel and the author. I have a 2 to 3 sentence summary, and then I have my thesis statement. If you have any questions about it, feel free to email me or Mr. Miley. My sample paragraph is going to be attached to Schoology as well as this video. I'll see you guys on Monday.